Friday. Good morning, Facebook. How are you doing? Come on in. We're going to do a little bit of a party today. So good to see you guys. I hope you had such a spectacular weekend. I really, really do. It is in Minnesota today. Minnesota, can you hear my accent? In Minnesota today, we're going to be like a little in the 30s, and I'm telling you, it feels amazing. I'm excited about it. So good morning, Terry. Good morning. Good to see you. Happy birthday. Oh, from snowy. Are you serious? Do you have snow in Arizona? We I have very little snow in Minnesota. It's kind of crazy, but I think we are going to be getting some snow. We are never out of the woods until we hit like April. So we definitely probably have snow coming. But anyway, good to see you. Come on in, you guys. So normally what we do is Monday through Friday, we talk about insulin resistance. My name is Kirsten Liebelt. Hi, how you doing? My dad died of type 2 diabetes when he was 63 years old, and I was only 30. My kids were 6, 3, and 6 months old. So they totally missed out on an Italian grandpa. Totally missed out. And I've got balloons behind me because it's my birthday today. But I'll tell you about that in just a second, because I want to be able to send things out and say thank you to people who place orders and stuff today. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But and so my whole life has surrounded around type 2 diabetes, all of the Italians, all of the obesity, all of the type 2, all of the hospital visits and the emergency this and the jumping on a plane for that. And then, at the very, very end, my dad did 2 years of dialysis and then he died. So every year or every day, Monday through Friday, we come here and we talk about what detrimental effects are happening to your body because of insulin resistance, but more importantly, how can you turn that around? Is it reversible? I'm not a doctor, but yeah, it is. And we're just not given very good information by our provider. So if you need really, really good, solid, encouraging, hopeful testimonies galore content around insulin resistance, hit the follow button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all of the things. Because we have a very, very, very good track to run on. I don't know if you've been told, but we have a very, very good track of a blueprint for transformation. And so, instead of guessing, instead of letting everything feel so noisy to you in your brain, instead of letting everything feel so like, just kind of dark and cloudy, and it's kind of like you see a supplement ad on your Facebook feed, and then your girlfriend's taking this, and then you've got the kid at GNC is 22 and he doesn't really know your story and all of that stuff. I just erase all of that. I take a little eraser, I erase all of that on a whiteboard, and instead I will actually listen to you and let's customize what you need. And then I'll walk journey with you. Like, I'll tell you about everybody's testimonies, happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Mary. I know today I am 60. So I actually want to start with that just a little bit. And this is why. Y'all have to understand that when I entered my 50s, I was such a freaking hot mess express. Like, you know what? You guys text me and you're like, I'm 53. And I'm like, perfect. You're exactly where I was in my early 50s. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you. Hello, Jean. OMG, Jean. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of the present yesterday. I'll tell you guys all the stuff here in just a minute. Thank you. When you feel like you just have lost yourself, it's a really icky feeling. When you feel like you can't multitask, it's a really vulnerable feeling. When you feel like you just like, what happened to my body? Like, whatever. Is it The Day? I don't even know. Is there a movie, something about the body snatchers or something like that? I think we feel that way in ourselves. Like, what the heck happened? Crazy. I look at my daughter who's 33 and I'm like, you are so far ahead of me. Like, it is really amazing. So I entered my 50s really, really messed up. Italian, eating everything white. And I had so much brain fog and inability to multitask. And I didn't understand that my weight at 2X was connected to my insulin resistance. Now, I don't know why I was not paying that much attention to my life, but I just want you to understand, like, I had to stop being mean to myself. And this is why. I was raised around type 2 diabetes. Everything was about type 2 diabetes. The hypodermic needles, the insulin vials, the hospital visits, everything. And I mean, I grew up with Tab in my refrigerator, Tab back in the 70s or whatever it was, 70s, yeah. And, everything revolved around it. And when I was 22 and I had gestational diabetes, like I should have maybe woken up then. I've had to stop like really regretting a few things. Then I hit 30 and my dad dies. He's 63. And I still do literally nothing. So if you are in a position where you are being hard on yourself, you're being mean to yourself because you haven't dealt with your own insulin resistance, will you please just listen to my story and take a few nuggets from it? Will you please stop being mean to yourself? Because listen, I didn't do anything for over 25 years. How you doing? Over 25 years, you guys. And then I finally started when I did. I started with supplementation. I started with what I talked to you guys about. I tell you the exact same thing that I did. Started with supplementation after I waited for 25 years. And I started that a little over 10 years ago. And it's like, that changed everything. And in my opinion, and I don't make claims, but I can read you a really long list of testimonies so you can listen to other people. But I went from a 2X down to a large in my 50s after my cycle stopped because of the insulin resistant connection. And that's what I started to deal with. And then I've completely avoided type 2. I'm the only one in my family. I'm 60 years old today. Where's my phone? I'm 60 today. And I'm not on any meds. And I feel amazing. So I just want you to know, like, have hope, be encouraged. Come on. Get on the 2025 train of transformation for yourself. Get on that train. Leave everybody else behind. If they don't want to come with you, it's okay. If they don't want to transform with you, it's okay. If they want to just push food in your face, just let them. Just let them. And then say, no, thank you. I'm not hungry right now. Just let them live their life. I think Mel Robbins has a book called Let Them. She's not like shortening it. Let them. Whatever they want to do, whoever they are, because everybody's got somebody else in their family, let them. You want to have a party in your life where you have, like myself, I've lost 3 sizes in my 50s. I am not type 2. I'm not on any meds. I feel amazing. And it's my birthday. Can you visualize somewhere in the future for yourself? How about even a year from now where you feel really, really good, where you've made such a difference? So, all right. I know. Ruth says, look at that beautiful shirt. I bought it yesterday at Marshall. So this is a present to myself. Matt, I have been thinking about you. How are you? You guys, do you remember Matt? How are you? Are you still on dialysis? How are you feeling? I was literally thinking about you the other day. I'm like, oh, I wonder where Matt went. So I'm so glad you're here. It's so good to see you. Jan, thank you. Mary, Terry, Ruth, Carol. I know my day will be fabulous. Let me tell you about, let me tell you a little something. Okay, first, this is what I wanted to do. Anybody who places an order today, I want to just take those orders. And I'm just going to tell you right now, if you placed one yesterday, I'm going to send it out to you too anyway, because I always feel bad for the people who missed something by one day. That's ridiculous. But what I want to do is I want to send you out a few things. So I want to give you some samples. Okay, so a couple things. First of all, this is if you have cookbooks where you are trying to get control of your life. Okay, is anybody out there doing that? You're trying to get control of your life. Up here, these are like a lot of Maria Emmert cookbooks. You can't see them. You can see them on Facebook only. Maria Emmert cookbooks, they're on my shelf right there. Instagram and TikTok, they're behind the balloon. And that has made such a difference to me to be able to get information like hers, where she front loads a book with science and charts and understanding. And then she has all of these really creative recipes. I'm not a recipe creator, you guys. I just tell you where to go. I'll just resource you. Okay. So many of the recipes that I have made now in my 50s while I was losing my 3 sizes came from her because she's super creative. And it's really important to know that there are people out there working on your behalf to actually give you answers to the ridiculous criminal information we've been given by the current food pyramid that hasn't changed even though we keep getting fatter. That hasn't changed even though we keep getting sicker. That hasn't changed even though we continue to become more medicated. Like, how stupid. Like, we have got to wake up. So I love her information. So I have cookbooks and I've got little tabs on all my cookbooks. And I thought, okay, fine. So, and there are different colors. I don't know that I'm going to be able to let everybody just choose colors and stuff, but it's an individual thing of page. You can check your, little stickies that can help you with your pages. Okay. That's the first thing. Then I have bookmarks. And the reason why is because, again, when you're reading through any information, maybe you are purchasing the book, The Rhodiola Revolution. Maybe you bought Jenny Potter's book, Self-Sabotage No More, or Stuck No More. Or maybe you're going to buy them today because you want to stop self-sabotaging. You want to stop being stuck. Then here's a bookmark for you. It's one of those magnetic bookmarks. And just because I know some of y'all are going to reach out to me because this is how we do this. You guys are so fun. I'm going to tell you what your choices are. So you can have one that's just plain and flowered like this. Or if you want a Christian one, this one says, in the beginning, God. This one says, cast your cares on him. This one says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And then this one says, I can do everything through him. Okay. So bookmark, magnetic bookmark. And then these are just different flowered stickies for your pages because I want you to do that. But then I feel like, yes, I'm going to put samples in there, purple packet and immunity packet. So you're going to get some samples. Remember, these are all the adaptogenic herbs and the B vitamins. I have used these for adaptogenic herbs have changed everything in my life. When used properly, and some of you would have to reach out to me to ask me that question. Short term, yep, you can get focus and energy. Hallelujah, we all want that. And I do mean focus and energy. But over time, they support your adrenals. And your adrenals regulate your hormones. And this is how, not just by having one every once in a while, not even just by having one a day. So I'm not going to blow smoke at you and say, this is so magical. You only need to have one packet to do anything. That would be lying. I am not going to lie. I'm really not going to lie on my birthday. Okay. But over time, using proper dosage on some of the herbs, this is how, you guys, I hit my 50s and I ended up fixing so that I never had hot flashes. And I'm 60. I'm 60. Do you guys remember the SNL skit? Kathy, whatever her name was, I'm 50 and I can kick. Anyway, okay. She's so funny. So, and then an immunity pack, because I want you to see what it's like to be able to have, like, there's 3 echinacea and 1 vitamin C in here. And you guys, that is a very potent vitamin C. These I actually keep in my cupboard. My husband will not allow me to not keep these in my cupboard. Because the minute we feel a tickle, we'll take 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day. And within 3 days, oftentimes, more likely than not, has been our experience. It's like it shoves it out of us. So yes, samples. Okay, fine. But now what I want to do is I want to give you a choice of 2 different cards. So lean in. I'm going to read these to you, okay? Thank you, Tammy. Don't know if you did it on purpose, but I love how your blouse coordinates with your birthday balloons. Terry, you're adorable. I didn't. I bought this yesterday and I woke up to these from my husband today. But, we'll just go with it. We'll just pretend like I really, like I've got all of my ducks in a row. I'm so together. You're adorable. Oh, cutting and splitting wood takes a lot of time. Okay, well, then you're out there working hard. Good for you. So you're still on it. You're still alive. Matt says he's been taking care of his mom because her cancer is getting better. And taking care of your 121-acre farm. Hallelujah. Cutting and splitting wood. You're so happy. Oh, I am doing well, Matt. Thank you. Happy birthday. I know, right? You showed up on today, Matt. that's kind of like my birthday present for today. That's really, really sweet. I'm so glad. And I love hearing that you're doing well and that you're working hard on your 121 acre farm. Like I literally sat down with my husband. We just wrote down, we would like 1 to 200 acres. Anyway, I won't get into that. That's today. We're not dream building, but yeah. So that's very good. That makes me very happy. Okay. All right. So these are the 2 cards. This is so important. You know, I talk to you guys about mindset all the time. So you can let me just pick one, or you can tell me which one you want. That's fine. And again, I'm just putting together sampler packets and little fun goodies for people who place orders today, or if you did yesterday, I'm going to send you one too, because that's just, I don't like people to miss out. And basically we're just talking some samples and some like page things and a bookmark, etc. But one of these cards, and this is, you know, I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. When I first started my journey, I was very clueless how to speak properly to myself, clueless how to have a mindset of overcoming. There's a good book out there, by the way. You can get it for like, I don't know, probably $10 on Amazon. It's called What to Say When I Talk to Myself. It's a really good book. Just good tip for you there. But these are wallet cards, okay? And there's 2 of them. The first one says, so you might want this one, you might want this one. This one says, remember what is most important. It's not having everything go right. It's facing whatever goes wrong. It's not being without fear. It's having the determination to go on in spite of it. Remember that every day ends and brings a new tomorrow full of exciting new things. Love what you do the best you can, and always remember how much you are loved. Okay, that's 1. And that one you could just tell me it's called most important. This one is a little pep talk. So repeat after me, and they're holding up like weights, like a weight bar. Repeat after me. I am strong. I am special. I can do anything. You guys have got to talk out loud to yourselves. Talk out loud in the mirror. Do you remember all those years ago, Stuart Smalley, whatever his name, did that character on SNL? I haven't watched SNL for literally decades, but I remember those old skits. And he would say, I am kind, I am good, whatever he would say. I am strong, I am special, I can do anything. Sometimes life throws hurdles in our path, but we just have to keep on going full speed ahead, looking inside ourselves for the courage to leap over them and never look back. Always believe in yourself as much as others believe in you. You are strong, you are strong, you are strong. Okay, those are the 2. So I want to make sure that you get those. And seriously, put them in your wallet or put them in your bathroom drawer. Put them next to where you are writing down your measurements. Okay? Because if you can measure yourself and you can believe in yourself and just take this as a journey, you will just soar in 2025. Okay? So that is, that's what I want to send out for orders today. You'll get a little thank you from me, a little card. Perfect. But then also too, for anybody who doesn't know, I put it up on TikTok because I can. There's a free Protein Made Easy guide on my site. Please go get that and just consider that a gift to you from me today. My site is kirstenliebelt.com. I wonder if I could have put that up on StreamYard today. I can. Hold on. I'm going to put this up on StreamYard. Give me 2 seconds, okay? Because I want you guys to be able to go get free protein guide. Kirsten Liebelt. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about my party yesterday. .com. KirstenLiebelt.com. Okay. I'm going to put that on there. Add banner. Look at me being all technology based. I hope that, now see, I'm not even seeing it. That's okay. If it adds it, it adds it. Okay, so KirstenLiebelt.com, my first last name.com. There is a protein guide. There's a button right at the top. Everything is on the one page, bunch of buttons. Most everything I talk about is right on there. From the Facebook community, where we do a free 5-day insulin resistant, let's lose weight reset every single month. The next one comes up a week from today. We'll do 5 days of ingredient trade outs and understanding insulin resistance and recipe and all of the things. Okay. And of course, supplementation, because that's what I talk about the most. Let's jumpstart your body. Anybody who wants to launch your body towards insulin sensitivity, exactly how I did it. This is exactly how I did it. I'm not embellishing. Like, this is literally what I did. And I just started with these supplements to help with sugar and insulin and liver and metabolism and visceral fat. This is it. These are the 3. They're called the Trio, TRIO. So on that site, you will see a button. I have little miniature, like 2 and 3 minute videos for you to kind of explain what I'm using, etc. My number's on there. You can text me. Okay. So reach out to me if you have any questions, or if you want to pick one of the cards, one of the bookmarks, those things. So I know I'll just chat with you guys in my background later on today. So yesterday, so my daughter and a girlfriend of mine, they're in business with me, and they were like, let's get together and talk about, we have a sales campaign coming up in February, March, and April. And we do it every single year. And it's really, really fun. I mean, as a team, they give away some pretty dang fun prizes. Like designer purses and stuff like that. So the girls really we kind of win a little bit when it comes to the campaign. Anyway, and so we wanted to do some strategizing, blah, blah, blah. Well, they were lying to me because I went to a local place that had this amazing buffet, and all of my friends were there. So if you saw my stories, all of my friends were there. They surprised me. I had no idea. I was clueless that this was going on, and it was amazing. And just, having friends take time. Everybody's busy, right? Everybody has busy lives. And especially when, they are my business partners. Comments. There we go. I have to change that. She's, oh, Magda, good to see you. Oh, crazy morning. I understand, Magda. I had technology issues this morning. I never did get them resolved, but it's okay because it just doesn't matter. I'm like, Lord, am I supposed to do something different? What the heck? I know, Carol. I know. Ruth says she would never lie to me. Yeah, right. It was amazing. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. And it was just, when people are busy, right? Like they take that special time out of their life to just sit literally for a couple hours, like 2.5 hours. And then we went to Marshall's and I bought myself a blouse. This is my birthday blouse, I guess. I didn't know it was going to match so well with the, with my husband's, balloons that he gave me this morning. He's so sweet. And then my mother-in-law, she is, I forget her age. Betty, I'm sorry if you're watching. She's 90, 91, right there. And she still has this beautiful voice. She has sung all of her life. And so she calls every single person on her calendar of birthdays all year long, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and she sings to all of them. I was her second today to call and sing happy birthday. Is that not amazing? I said, Betty, how many people do you sing to a year? Well, I don't know. I'm like, I bet you don't. I said, well, and if they just keep having babies, you're just going to keep on singing. And it's really cool because, my mom had dementia. This is another conversation with insulin resistance, insulin resistance of the brain, right? My mother did not develop type 2 until she was in her 80s. So this should be a very big clue for people. Like, this is why we're going to go hard after this all the time. I'm just going to hammer that you're getting really bad information from your providers. You're getting very, very bad information, and how you can actually turn it around right now. It's not too late. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. So she gets type 2, 5 years of dementia that we take care of her. And she also had a beautiful singing voice. But when you have dementia, you can't, I don't know. She just lost her pitch, right? She lost her ability to stay on key. It was still fun to listen to her sing, because we didn't care. But So my mother-in-law, she's mad. She sounds like she's always sound. It's amazing. So it has been a very, very good weekend for sure. Thank you, Magda. You're so sweet. So I've just had the best. Claudia, thank you. Shireen, you don't know why your account switched to Valley Farms. What do you mean you don't know, Shireen? Are you Valley Farms at all? Or did it just do that on its own? That's hysterical. That is so funny. Technology is so bizarre sometimes. It's really, really bizarre. That is hilarious. Well, anyway, thank you. You're so sweet. I was going to see because you're Arizona, right? Did you say sunny or snowy? All those at the very, very beginning. Now I'm questioning myself. We have the same birthday? Oh, I don't know if you're still on, but I missed that. That's wonderful. I love that. I love that. Yes, it's a good day. Isn't it a good day? Okay, does anybody have, it's your other account, but yes, bizarre. How strange is that? That is so weird to me. Very, very strange. Okay. So don't miss out on the goodies. That will be very, very fun. I will send things out to people. And if you want to talk to me, if you want to like message me, y'all know how to get a hold of me. You do all day. Hi, good to see you. Thanks for the likes. Lori, thank you for coming in here and tapping the screen. I so appreciate you. Thank you. That's what we have to do on TikTok. We have to like be super engagers, like it's our job or something. It's crazy over there, right? But I so appreciate you. But let me know, like when you place an order today, and if you did yesterday, I'll send you something. Don't worry about it. I want to know which card you want, if you want the one that's the most important or the one that is the little pep talk. And it's stuff like this that has literally, I have, it's not by me. Right now, I have a notebook that I'm using for business, and I have inside of it a card. I have a 3x5 card because I didn't know how to do any of this. These are literal tips and tricks to help you navigate your journey. And write down what you want to look like in 5 years. What do you want to look like? What do you want to look like in 1 year? What do you want to feel like in 1 year? What is your goal? Is your goal like you want to be able to ride a roller coaster and right now you can't get the bar down? Is your goal to be able to, I cut out, remember I showed you guys last week. Do I have it here? I'll bring this up again because it's my party. On one of mine, I have many of these, by the way. Most of them do revolve around fresh food. And I'm just telling you, that does make me think, I wonder who reached out to me. Hey, if you are a brand and you reached out to me about growing herbs, will you reach out to me again? I forgot that this was, do you see how this happens? I'm going to go back and find out who that was because I forgot that this was even on my vision board. I'm having a moment right now. I just want you to know I'm having a moment. So I have many of these boards. I even put down jeans because it was important for me to be able to get into a size that I appreciated and to buy a decent pair of jeans. So even yesterday when we were at Marshall's, I bought a pair of jeans. Do you guys know the brand Democracy? You can get them like at Nordstrom, etc. And Marshall's has, a good price point on jeans like that. And I bought myself a pair of jeans. So things, think about like, what is it that's important to you that you want to maybe have come into your life? And it doesn't, please don't make it a number on the scale. Like ditch your scale, throw it out. You can keep it. I just got rid of mine 7 years ago. Measure yourself, especially if you're going to take, are you on or going to take the fat burner, the orange pixie stick? Because if you are, will you measure yourself before you start taking it? Magda lost 3.5 inches here in 90 days. 3.5 inches right under her bra, 2 inches on her waist, and 1 inch on her hips. 90 days, people. Because it's a clinical dose of an extract that targets visceral fat. Do you know the terminology visceral fat? It's not good. That's not the fat you want. You are better off having fat around your knee, even though it's uncomfortable. You're better off having fat right here on your arms, even though that's frustrating. You're better off having fat, like, I don't know where else that doesn't matter as much. But that visceral fat that's around your liver, your pancreas, your intestines, your organs, your stomach. Bye-bye. See ya later. Don't let the door hit you on the rear end on the way out. Like, get out of here. You need to deal with those things, right? But also then we do appreciate. I don't think anybody's complaining. I don't think Magda's complaining. I could be wrong. But I doubt she's complaining about losing 3.5 inches right here. 3.5. Facebook, you can't see me. It's right under your bra. 3.5 inches. Holy crap. 2 inches on her waist and 1 inch off of her hips. So I just want you to know, like, you actually, when you feel like you have hope, all of a sudden you're like, well, okay, fine. I'm going to put something on a vision board and I'm going to decide that maybe I'm going to work towards a certain size of jeans, or I'm going to work towards, I want to be able to take that roller coaster ride, or I've really been struggling to get on an airplane and I don't like how that makes me feel, or I haven't gotten on the floor in 4 years. Well, did you know that when you reverse your insulin resistance, you reverse inflammation? Did you know that? So what are all the things that happen when you reverse insulin resistance? Well, inflammation, more energy, better sleep, less fatigue of just being exhausted. You eat and you're exhausted. You can lose weight finally, because maybe nobody's ever told you, maybe you've never heard, with all of the information we have out here in internet land, that when your insulin is high, you can't burn fat. Like it's a scientific conversation, because insulin is a hormone and it's a fat storing hormone. Or maybe you've never, ever, ever had anybody tell you that if your liver is exhausted and tired, well, it just so happens to be your fat metabolizing organ. Won't be burning fat. Not happening. Do you understand? Like, there are some scientific conversations that most of us have never, ever, ever, ever had. That's why I come here live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We talk about all of these things so that you can get your brain to wrap around it. Okay? And that's why I share the simplicity, the streamlined simplicity of what I have done with targeted supplementation, not throwing spaghetti against a wall, targeted supplementation, like pulling back an arrow, bam, straight towards your insulin resistance. Because if I can share simplicity and a streamlined approach, listen, nobody needed simple more than me. Nobody needed it more than me. Don't make this complicated. What's the temperature in Minnesota? I think it might be 30 today, Julie. We're like living high on the hog in Minnesota. I'm telling you, we're living. It's going to be almost 40 on Thursday. Who are we? Who are we? What happened? Like, everybody's going to be out in their shorts. It's going to be nuts around here. You're not complaining, Magda. Hallelujah. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Okay, I missed something. That's okay. That's okay. So basically, if you can if you can grasp that there's this simple steps, like, listen, step number 1, grab your trio. Okay. If you want to add in the gut reset protocol, you can do that. There's a primer, there's a probiotic. If you want to do that because of constipation, indigestion, you're not sleeping well at night, all of those things, do them together. That's perfect. Okay. I have option. Okay. Right. And then the last thing is the fat burner. And I'm telling you, this is a really great recipe. This is an excellent recipe for progress, an excellent recipe for success. And I started it being the least likely to supplement person on the face of the planet. Wasn't me. Didn't have my cupboards filled with nothing other than ibuprofen, Tylenol. Like, that was my go-to. And I was almost 50. And now today I'm 60. If you can see my balloon. Not everybody can see my balloon. 60. Okay. So I was not a supplementer and I was not eating good food. I mean, I was eating food that tasted good all the time, but it wasn't good. It wasn't real food. It was processed. It was white. It was all of the things that were hurting my body. What happens is you spike your sugars over a long period of time. You are over consuming carbohydrates. It literally is just the American way. This is everybody. We have such an insanely high incidence of fatty liver. That tells you that our insulin resistance level is really, really high. Really, really high. You don't even have to question anymore. You don't even have to go get a test anymore. If you wonder if you're insulin resistant and you've got belly fat, you've got a belly going on, you're probably insulin resistant. Doesn't hurt to fix things. Doesn't hurt to change things. Okay. So insulin resistance really high because your sugars, and your body, your pancreas releases insulin. And when it releases insulin, it's because insulin are like little delivery trucks, like a whole fleet of trucks. Okay. And it's releasing that hormone to go pick up the load of sugar, the load of glucose that is made by food. And it doesn't have to always just be high sugar food. It can be anything that turns into sugar, rice and potatoes and pasta. It just turns into sugar, more sugar than, let's say, a steak does, right? A steak, like nothing, just blood sugar is humming along. So the delivery trucks are released. Release the delivery trucks. They go, they gobble up the glucose, and they are driving the glucose to your storage units. You have storage units all over your body, cells. Okay. And your cells need energy. If your cells are not getting energy, then you are exhausted. And if it can't get the glucose into your cell for energy because now the door has been closed, literally your cells change the locks. Your storage units, locks changed. So the key, not working. So now your insulin is just doing what it does best, and it's storing all of that glucose as fat. Fat on your liver, fat on your belly, fat on your hips, the shelf on your hips, fat it's just going to store. That's what its job is. So take the emotion out of it. Stop being so mean to yourself. This is a scientific conversation. This is not, oh, honey, you just must be eating more than you say you're eating. Well, yeah, so me too, like whatever. So, okay, blah, blah, blah. Tell me the real conversation. Oh, you just don't have any willpower. You just don't have any self-control. Don't you know that self-control is a fruit of the spirit? Like, come on. I have no problem saying no to everything that I don't want to eat. I tell my body what to do. Okay, blah, 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 blah. You have to stop being hard on yourself or letting other people treat you that way. Stop it. Okay? This is a cellular scientific conversation. And if you want cellular scientific help so that you can get cellular scientific results, that's where I come in. Stop throwing spaghetti at the wall. Stop listening to your girlfriend down the street that is not insulin resistant, does not have the same issues as you do, and start actually targeting for you yourself and you. Because guess what? I entered my 50s like choo hotness express, hormones upside down, because insulin is a hormone and it does this to all of your hormones. Brrr. Just knock them all down like a bowling ball. Bam. All of your hormones go up, go down. They go upside down. They go cray cray. You're like, what's wrong with me? I'm just, like I can't think straight. I can't sleep well. I can't wake up in the morning. I'm so freaking exhausted. All I can do is crave carbs. I'm such a loser. No, your body is trying so hard to function. You joined late, but what were the books that I recommended at the beginning? No problem, Claudia. So I was recommending Jenny Potter, Jennie Potter, Self-Sabotage No More. She also has another book called Stuck No More. What else did I recommend you guys? Did I recommend other books? I like Maria Emmert cookbooks. I was talking about that because she has so much good information at the beginning of her cookbooks. And that's why, so like I was telling you, like when you place an order today, I'm going to send you just a little thank you. I want to send you a thank you with samples, but also to like page stickies, because I want you to dive into something, either self-help, like self-sabotage no more for yourself, or a cookbook or something where you are actually taking action. I always want to send you things that make you take action or make you think to take action for the year. And then this is a magnetic bookmark. And some of them are plain and just have flowers. And some of them have sayings, and you can choose and tell me. Are in the beginning, God, or cast all your cares on him, or trust in the Lord with all your heart, or I can do everything through him. So you can choose, or it can just be plain. And choose a magnetic bookmark, because I do want you to get into books, and I do want you to get into, listen, you can make 2025, see, it's magnetic. You can make 2025 your year. You tell 2025 what to do. You tell it what to do, and I always have, I always think to tell Terry's story just because Terry jumps on here. I see your name. But then I want to also give you a card, and the card is either going to be a little pep talk or remember what is most important. And remember what is most important says it's not having everything go right. It's facing whatever goes wrong. It's not being without fear. It's having the determination to go on in spite of it. Remember that every day ends and brings a new tomorrow full of exciting new things. Love what you do the best you can, and always remember how much you are loved. Remember, 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 remember. Okay. And then the second one is, sorry, and you can pick which one you want. I know I just made noise. Sorry about that, Instagram. A little pep talk. Repeat after me. I am strong. I am special. I can do anything. Sometimes life throws hurdles in our path, but we just have to keep on going, full speed ahead. Looking inside ourselves for the courage to leap over them and never look back. Always believe in yourself as much as others believe in you. You are strong. You are strong. You are strong. And these are like wallet cards that you literally keep on you. And I wish that I would have learned this in my 20s. I wish that I would have understood in my 20s that what I say, what the words that I speak over myself or the thoughts that I believe over myself would transform my life. They would transform my journey. I look today at, 60 years old, and I can't believe what happened in the last 10 years. Like, this is amazing. Like, if I know now that speaking to myself and dealing with my own self-sabotage and overcoming like these limited beliefs, that these lies that I've believed that changing out my food was going to be the hardest thing I ever did. No, it wasn't. It actually wasn't. Like, what if that's true, that it's not as hard as you think it is? Like, okay, game on, right? Like, what if you were believing a bunch of lies that actually aren't true? It's not what you don't know that is hurting you. It is what you think you know to be true that is not true. That is wrecking you. Because of marketing, because of indoctrination, because of propaganda. This is why we believe so many things that are not true about the way we should eat, about the way that we should lose weight, about the way that we should take scripts and not think ever. Like, don't you be thinking you can turn back insulin resistance. You just need another script, honey. You just need more dosage, higher dosage, and they'd be more than happy to accommodate you. Michelle, my sister-in-law just jumped on. Hi, Mickey. Happy birthday, Kirsten. I thank God you're my best sister-in-law ever. Stop it, Mickey. You're amazing. Good to see you. Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. You joined, but okay. Nope. I saw that. Okay. So make sure I know I'm missing stuff now. You're doing the 30-day keto cleanse by Maria. Praise God, Julie. Good job. Yes. It's amazing. It is amazing. Yep. Love her books. Yep. I do too. She really has, I have to make sure that I'm always giving credit where credit is due. And that she's a big one because she's very creative and she gives such good information. It's because of her that I am fully, fully, fully convinced that if I can explain to you why on a cellular level, then you will stay more committed to a supplement routine. You will stay committed to the journey just a little longer, because I already know that this isn't going to happen overnight. I already know. Listen, it took me 3 to 4 years to just change out my foods. Now, I can help you compress time. Like I was about to say with Terry, 8 months in 2024, Terry lost 40 pounds and she's 62. Cellular conversation. The testimony that came to me 3 days ago, went to her doctor. Since July, she's been doing this. So if you are type 2, listen up. Just pause for a second. Since July, her A1C, I don't remember her numbers. Shoot, hold on. I don't want to get them wrong. I don't like to get them wrong. I think she went from a 6.8 to a 5.4. It's close. I'm close. And her doctor said, whatever you are doing, you are amazing. I am going to put not diabetic in your chart. And she's also lost another 11 pounds, she said. So bada bing, bada boom. Like, that's amazing. Don't you understand? This is a conversation that is super simple. I get very fired up. I'm sure you can't tell. Anyway, so orders placed today. I'm going to send you a little gift with a handwritten note, and I'd be more than happy to send that out. And if you have any questions about anything, let me know, okay? If you're needing a gut primer, not a greens product, an actual primer that will like up your liver health, your oral health, constipation, indigestion. Oh my gosh, people's sleep getting better, people's energy getting better. You have to move your impacted waste. Ask me those questions. If you need something where you can literally burn fat, remember Magda, remember, okay? This was last week. She gave me the testimony, 90 days. It's an orange pixie stick. I actually haven't even taken mine today, so I'm going to show it to you. It tastes like candy. I'm going to show you how much is in there. It tastes like candy. It tastes like an orange pixie stick that you had as a kid. Okay. I actually sent it to her when this got launched because I'm like, I tasted it and I'm like, yeah, no way. There's no way. This is going to spike people's sugars. So I sent it to her. I've never met Magda before, but she's been a customer of mine. She lives in New York. And I'm like, Magda, you test your sugars, don't you? Or I asked on a live one day and she said, I do. And I said, I'm going to send you these and I want you to test your sugars for me. So she did. She said, I would totally buy that. Sugar's great. Perfect. So after 90 days, she lost 3.5 inches under her bra, 2 inches on her waist, and 1 inch on her hips. Okay. So I'm just telling you, you can take a completely different journey this year. But let's make it super easy for you to reach out to me. My site is kirstenliebelt.com. So my first name is Kirsten. My last name is Liebelt. I know it's on Facebook and YouTube. Liebelt. It's up there for you on TikTok and then Instagram. Or you can always go to my profile. There's a phone number you can text me at. Say I was on your live. Will you send me a link and let me see? Will you answer a question for me? Will you put together a specific cart for me? I kind of want to see this, and this in the cart. I'll customize it for you because you can have a different life in 2025. You do not have to freaking be diabetic and feel like trash every single day. My dad's life quality tanked so bad in his 50s. Boom, because he just had a lazy Susan full of medication. Did not help him. Did not fix it. Did not manage it well. Nothing. But that's the way he did things. And then he was dead at 63. You don't have to do this. You don't have to wake up feeling like trash. You don't have to be worried that your sores aren't healing. You don't have to be thinking that that gout in your feet is always going to be there. Gallstones connected to insulin resistance, fatty liver connected to insulin resistance, PCOS, type 2, gout, dementia. What else do you want? Right? But now here today, I'm 60. I'm so excited because I just entered my 60s about, I would say 10x of what I entered my 50s for sure. Probably more. I have to think about it. But my 60s will be a whole nother level of hallelujah. That's what that's going to be. I guarantee it, because that's how this is going to go. Now that I know how to take action, right, in a certain way. So anyway, reach out if you need anything today. I can't wait. If you ordered yesterday, I'll send you something anyway, because I don't like it when people miss out. So I'll be sending things out. I'll be putting together my cards today. That's what I'm going to do today, putting together my thank yous. There's no minimum on the order. You just place an order and I will send it out and say thank you. So happy birthday to me. I'm 60 and no meds, no type 2 in sight. And I'm the only person in my family to have avoided type 2. I know exactly how I did it. I might not be good at a lot of things. This is very, very true. I don't particularly, I know how. My house is dusty. I have laundry to do. I have dirty dishes in the sink. There's lots of things I'm not good at, for sure. But one thing I am good at is helping people recreate what I did. Losing 3 sizes and changing the way that my body is functioning so that for me, it's just my story, I was able to completely avoid type 2 and meds in general. So if you need more testimonies, not from me, when you go to that site, kirstenliebelt.com, there's a button, free protein guide. Go get your free protein guide today. Okay, go do that. Get into the Facebook group. It's free. There's a free 5-day insulin resistant Let's Lose Weight in 2025 reset starting next Monday in the group. Go do that. There's information on the trio, the gut reset protocol, the fat burner. You can even get on my magnesium VIP list. I have a magnesium launching in March. Woo, it's a good one. You're going to want to know about the magnesium. So one page, scroll up to the bottom and you can get your name on there too. So if you need anything, let me know. I'm so excited. I definitely have a full schedule today. So I'm going to jump off and go do that. If you need anything, let me know. And I will see you tomorrow. From dust, you are dust, and you shall you return. You don't want dust because it might be someone I know. Julie, you are freaking hysterical. Michelle, thank you for following. Everybody on TikTok, follow along. And actually, I'm going to stay on TikTok for just a couple of minutes if anybody wants to ask questions. I will stay on TikTok while I take my orange pixie stick and I will ask questions. So see you guys later. Have such an amazing day.